Has it started?
Yep.
Hi guys! It's me again, tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, hi guys. So a lot of people asked me a few months ago, it's been a while now that I got the request, to do a video on how I stay organized. So some people probably don't know the different things that I do, so I'm going to quickly just share on what those things are and what that requires. So I'm a clinical pharmacist. Obviously being a pharmacist requires me to consistently learn and consistently educate myself. I've recently just finished doing a postgrad, which is compulsory for all hospital pharmacists, and I'll be graduating from that. By the time you see this video, I probably would have graduated from it already. So basically being a pharmacist doesn't just require me to, do kind of my day-to-day hands-on job, which basically involves me working with either a surgical, medical, or whatever kind of team that I'm given that particular day, of doctors and nurses, to ensure that every single patient that I am responsible for gets the best pharmaceutical treatment whilst they're in hospital. Whilst doing that course, the postgraduate course, you obviously needed to be studying, so I was studying. I was doing on-call. So on-call, for those who don't know what it is, basically means that you are the pharmacist in charge of the whole hospital for that night, and normally you do like a week at a stretch, so you do like Monday through to Saturday or through to Sunday, and you can get a call from anyone asking you any pharmaceutical or medicinal information, and you are responsible for answering those queries. So I was doing on-calls, late nights, weekends, so working weekends, working late nights, working obviously Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and then having to study, go to study days as well, and then we had exams as well at the end of that, so preparing for those exams. So that was quite a lot. Aside from being a pharmacist, I obviously do health and fitness. Health and fitness, my priority within that is ensuring that my health and fitness is up to scratch. I don't know if that's how you, anyway, up to scratch. I feel like that's like a gang sign. Yeah, anyways, making sure that my health and fitness is up to scratch. So that requires a lot of kind of research for my own self. So researching what kind of foods to eat, what to do, making sure I'm going to the gym regularly, making sure I'm eating clean, making sure I'm prepping my meals, which is quite a lot. It's hands-on, it takes a lot of time basically. Aside from that, within the fitness, I do boot camps. I run an accountability program within my fitness brand. I also, aside from that, I gotta stay sane and saved. So that requires me to reading my word, getting fellowship myself, and also have, me time. There's a million and one things that I have to do, and sometimes I get so overwhelmed and I just have to think, God, is this worth it? And you know what? A few weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, like, this is just ridiculous, alright? Like, I hardly sleep and I hardly get time to just sit and do me. But a few years ago, when I was a teenager, I prayed and I said, God, make me busy. In my single years, keep me busy. Like, keep me doing things that will help me to find things that I love and enjoy that will keep me busy. So I asked for this. This is the life I prayed for, right? So how do I stay on top of everything? Get a diary. Get yourself a diary. Now, obviously, I also use a diary on my phone, and I just put in different things and I insert what I'm doing. So obviously, if someone says to me, oh, Aura, can you do this or can you do that? I would normally write it. First thing is to write it in my diary if my diary is free. I spend one day a week, which is normally a Sunday, to plan and organize everything. And I would basically say, okay, what needs to be done here? And look at days that I can do that. I try to give myself 2 days a week working on my fitness brand and health branding. I would then take 1 day a week to focus on pharmacy. So what have I learned this week that I need to read up on or get more understanding on? And then I'll take 1 day a week to focus on prayer. So praying for myself, praying for my family, praying for all my friends or whatever it is that I need to pray for. I'll split the week up based on all the different areas that I'm required. Everybody has, if you've got an iPhone, I'm sure most other phones have it as well, you have a notes section. And I have what you call a template called Daily Plan. And I would literally write every single thing I'm doing that day. So let me tell you, Saturday, wake up at 7, go for a run, boot camp 9 to 10, teens choir 11 to 2, go to Blue Water, filming so-and-so to so-and-so, home, meeting this evening. So there's so many different, I would basically put everything, so I'm accountable for every minute and every second that I spend. I always advise people to use your diaries, make use of your diary, plan out your month at the beginning of every month. So at the end of the previous month, sit down. What am I doing for August? We're in July now. When it comes to the end of July, what is it that I need to do in August? Where am I needed on so-and-so date? And then as time gets closer to that date, further break it down. So Monday, what am I doing on Monday? Because that keeps you accountable and it helps you to prevent wasting time. So when I know that Sunday after church, I've got a meeting somewhere. After that meeting, I want to go home and have a nap. After the nap, I want to meal prep. After I meal prep, I then want to have a chill evening for just me. I know exactly where I need to be, and that way I'm not wasting time, that way I'm not procrastinating, that way I'm getting things done. If I need something written or something completed, okay, all right, dedicated 2 hours on so-and-so evening to doing this. Again, a lot of this is discipline and self-motivation. If you're not organised and you don't stay on top of what you're doing, you're never going to achieve what you want to achieve because you're always behind. So I feel like it's very important to be organised as you. I mean, things will happen, things will come up. You know, yesterday, for example, I was meant to do something after work and I literally just went home and I went to bed because I was tired. The same goes for even things like meals and stuff. If you're able to plan your day, plan your meals, plan what you need, it helps you. I'm a perfectionist to the point where I stress out. If things don't go the way I want it to go, I will get very stressed and very anxious and very nervous and oh my gosh, everything's crashing. So don't become the person that becomes obsessive over that. You know, don't obsess over being organised. Organisation is a great skill, even at work. You know, in your vision or your dreams, whatever it is that you're trying to do, organisation is great. So yes, I hope that helped. If you've got any more questions or anything, please feel free to email me, send me a DM on Instagram. Make sure you follow me, go to my page at Superstar. Follow me on Twitter, Superstar, and you can follow my Facebook, like my Facebook page, Superstar as well.